Check it. A1, I ain't talking steak sauce. Run this now and I'm a great boss. Run this, it ain't for the weight loss. Matter of fact, tryna be the cake boss. Fill up the bag to the brim right there. Standing in the shine, make it dim right there. Gospel truth, yeah, that's him right there. That boy stay by the rim right there. Step my dough just like it's philo. Tell the Uber, pick me up on Pico. Yeah, got two in the back like some mosquitoes. And I never play myself, you getting body on the placebo. These C-notes getting them looser than that's how it is. And Primo is the feeling when this trio get down to biz. I heard you need a hit. Got the gloves, you been ollie with the slip. Shower me with love, already bathing in drip. This ain't a skip, blue chip on the mission, finna dip. Pole position, little. Been a long time coming. Haters gonna be part-time, love it. Haters been a long time running. It don't matter, they ain't catching up at all, I promise. It's been a long time coming. Haters gonna be part-time, love it. Putting up some all-time numbers. Hang the banner, they ain't catching up at all, I promise. I ain't never falling for no pump fake, yeah. Everybody know y'all like the funk fake, yeah. They want sticking with me like some duct tape. Coming easy to me, do that in one take, yeah. Got a mask in, where your mask is. This is really me, the cat been out the bag. And long as the world's spending on the taxes, I ain't standing idle, gotta keep it active. Click clock, horses in the drop. Hot, yup, Photoshop. Real hip hop, like I rock a big clock at the tip top. Shit with my photo op. Hey, when I come inside, I do 'em a favor. Don't get the wrong impression, I'ma need my retainer. Stacking up the paper until E.T. my neighbor. Just reaping all the fruits of my labor. I got acres. And this been a long time coming. Haters gonna be part-time, love it. Haters been a long time running. It don't matter, they ain't catching up at all, I promise. This been a long time coming. Haters gonna be part-time, love it. Putting up some all-time numbers. Hang the banner, they ain't catching up at all. Finna make my own wave, I ain't following the tide. I'm bonafide, plenty of it left to keep the haters occupied. Work too hard, but to let it die. Make my own wave, I ain't following the tide. 100 from the jump, they all know I'm bonafide. Plenty of it left to keep the haters occupied. I work too hard, but to let it die. Yeah, I work too hard, but to let it die. I work too hard, but to let it die.
I'm guessing I'ma be okay. Saints gon' feel me now. I feel like I'ma live somehow.
Your love never meant much to me. Love never meant much to me. Your love never meant much to me.
God. The God parted is Tokyo and I'm Godzilla. Playing blackjack versus dead, you're on the car dealer. Yes, ball a demon, I'm screaming about the car dealer. Last temptation of Mike, but I'm a God picker. Tell me as a Bob that the God don't need a job. And if I did, the oligarchs would be missing the when I'm gone. This is Bonaparte and he paired with Tucson. And they went on a world conquest, tear you from me apart. Michael remained dead, but still virtuous. Wait to mail the petty, you found out the church services. Not a holy man, but a moral in my perversion.
From the home of the Mariners since 1999, we're coming to you from T-Mobile Park here in Seattle. We've got an AL Western Division showdown tonight between the Oakland A's and the Seattle Mariners. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and Danny, as pitching matchups go, it doesn't get much better than what we've got here for this one.
Well, Matt, these are two of the best in the business. Two guys that throw a lot of strikes, and if their game is on, we should have a very low-scoring ball game with these two elite starting pitchers.
It's Mariners baseball, and it's next. Justice Sheffield gets the call for Game 1 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through his stats, and one thing jumped out at me, a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Acuna digs in now. And we are set for baseball here this evening. All right, back to him on the mound. And they'll flip on the first to record the out. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Hero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Well, Matt, this goes for both lineups. They know they're dealing with a tough test in a pitcher's park, but they can't let that bother them too bad, or they'll walk out of here a 3-4 game set, 0 for 12, 0 for 15. They have to find a way to stay within themselves, line drive approach. One will carry out of here if they get it.
And Junior's there to make the play for route number 2.
Batting third, the third baseman, Matt Chapman.
And that'll bring in Matt Chapman. He was one of the stars from yesterday's game as he had 3 hits in the victory. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Left side of the infield into the shift. Throw on to first. A 3-pitch inning. And the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the A's. A's nothing. M's coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Zach Greinke gets the starting nod for the A's in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, every once in a while you're going to have a clunker. This guy had one in his last one. Gave up 10 hits in his last start. That's not an easy thing to do, and he certainly hoped to turn things around in this one.
And now, Edgar Martinez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here it comes.
Third baseman, Edgar.
Down the left field line and deep. And it's a foul ball. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Rosario is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Batting second.
And now a quick look at the Mariners starting lineup in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
And that will bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. And he puts it on the ground to second. He's got it. So gets him 2 down.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Edgar Martinez.
And that'll bring in DH extraordinaire Edgar Martinez. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. So go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to.
And we'll just leave it there as they make the play to end the inning. Mariners are down in order. Still no score. And now here is Andrew McCutcheon. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First delivery to him.
Count 1-0.
And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. They've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and in fact dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to close the doors for a second, but this team has not played well. They find themselves losing lately. They lost the last game, and they're going to need a spark to get this thing turned around.
Digging in next, Aaron Judge. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. And now the first pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. into center field. Line drive base hit.
Yeah, batting averages are much better 1-0 on a count than they are when the count is even. They opted to go with a pitch out to lead off the at-bat, and it obviously cost them. No real damage done yet, but now they've even got a tougher situation to deal with.
Eddie Rosario stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Fail comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1.
That is 7.
All right, guys, here's Seattle's defensive alignment. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5, fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning, keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
In now, Marcus Semien, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. You see the great batting average coming in. 25 homers and 49 runs batted in. Outside for a ball, 1-1. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
Hero, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Not the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
Got him to chase out of the zone that time. Marcus Semien goes down for out number 2 in the top half. So now to the plate, George Brett. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. McCutcheon rounds the corner and is headed home as he arrives at second without a play as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play. That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive. At the plate, Ken Donahue swings and grounds it to short. Rosario brings it in. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. But the A's get a run on this RBI double. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 1-0 in favor of the A's. Now it'll be Ken Griffey Jr. set to lead off the home half of the second.
Ken Griffey Jr.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. And Dan Vero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. Well, they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, they're coming off a short homestand, a little 5-1 stretch in their last 6 games, playing confident baseball right now. Look for them to be on the attack in the early innings. All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at the guy playing shortstop up to shoot today, and that's Marcus Semien. This has been a work in progress. He's had to grind, take countless hours of ground balls, and work on his accuracy. But don't get it twisted. He's made some big highlight reel plays, and if you miss middle, we all know the power he has.
Looked like he went around that time. They'll appeal down to third, and yes, sir, it's strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Ball and a strike. Greinke has pitched his way to over 3,600 innings of work at the big league level. And through those innings, he's worked to a whip under 1.20. League average is around 1.3, so that's a respectable number. Have to bring in Giovanni Urshela to try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Unable to find the zone with the slider.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
The 1-0.
That's outside.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
The 2-0 on the way. And he gives this a pretty good ride that time, but that's going to be up amongst the crowd, a foul ball. The 2-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
2-2.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
Down the first baseline. Taken in by Brett. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. The love of the game runs deep with these folks. Thursday night baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Set for the start of the inning, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Ronald Acuna. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball 1. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Oh, and he goes the other way, and he drives it out to deep right center field. And this will kick off the base of the wall. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And he is into third with a leadoff triple. So he's head first into third as he laid it all on the line on that one.
Yeah, he took a pretty big risk going for the triple, Matt, but you gotta love the aggressiveness and the willingness to get dirty and beat the throw to third. Man, that was a fun play to watch.
Into the box now, number 19. Now he turns and smokes this one into deep center field. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. And not in time as the run scores.
Great job of offensive execution there. Leadoff triple and then the sac fly to bring home a run.
That brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
All even now, 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2. Stepping in once again is Andrew McCutcheon, who singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Pitch on the way. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some 4-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
This is a perfect time for him to break out that nasty changeup. Great arm action on it and bury something in the dirt, try and get a swing and a miss.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The A's lead this one 2-0. Digging in now for the Mariners, Will Benson, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Boy, Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he's part of a flat-footed tie for the AL lead. Now at the plate, Tommy Pham. And he's looking to snap out of what's been a rather dry spell at the plate. First pitch of the AB now. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white glow.
And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Batting number. The catcher.
Now at the plate here is number 38. He stands in for the first time in this one. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Chasing after it is Rosario. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. They trail it here 2-0. All set for the start of the 4th. And at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Aaron Judge.
I'm interested to see how focused their ABs will be playing with this lead. I think this needs to be a little bit of a smell blood in it. Keep the fire rolling. I know it's early, but keep the pressure going. Swinging the bat's nice.
Next to hit is Eddie Rosario. He flew out in his last debut. First pitch on its way. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss.
I'd like to see this lineup start working the count a little bit more and drive up this pitcher's pitch count.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4. So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And folks, that is not a misprint. He's been clocked at over 100 miles an hour so far. My goodness. Next, it'll be Marcus Semien, struck out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
1-0 the count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Smoked on the ground up the middle, right to him. Go to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. A's are gone in order, but they're on top 2-0. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Edgar Martinez back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Here comes the 1-0.
That's a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Ball 3.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
3-1. Full count now, 3-2. hit to third. Chapman has it cleanly. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, one away.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Ahmed.
So one out and nobody aboard. And up next will be the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario. And now the first pitch.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Throws him on the bender there, and he's in the hole 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he popped him up. In comes Judge, and this is going to be a foul ball. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Plate now, Edgar Martinez. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. That evens it up 1-1. High in the air down the right field line. Heading after it is Judge. Into the corner. He makes the catch to end the inning. Mariners are down in order. They're still down. It's 2-0. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And set to go is the veteran first baseman, George Brett. Here it comes. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo! Up and in.
Brett behind, no balls and 2 strikes.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first down.
That's not an at-bat he's going to look back on and be happy about. Obviously, the strikeout result isn't good, but to go down on 3 pitches and none of which were even in the strike zone, as you see there, that's not a good look.
To the plate now, Ken Donahue, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. One out, nobody on. And that misses 2-1. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. And this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 6th home run on the season for him. And the A's lead it now 3-0.
Well, this is what makes this guy so hard to pitch to. He has that rare combination of speed and power. You don't want to walk him and have him get on first base. So what happens, you throw him a strike, and he can hit the ball in the ballpark like he did just there.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. 0-1 the count. Now here's the pitch.
1-1.
Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2. Bases are empty, one man out. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Up next, number 19. He hit a sac fly earlier. Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope, that's the ball.
You have to be careful. You can't sleep on the bunt right here, even with 2 outs. They're playing him back, but this guy can handle the bat.
And a slider stays outside, and he falls behind 2-0.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
Hit hard towards center. On his junior, but this is a base hit.
Now batting, the third baseman, Matt.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. Don't want to forget about it. Another look to first, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Into the box, Matt Chapman. This will come up empty that time on a sinker. It's strike 1. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
The 1-1 home.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Here comes the 1-2. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. 2 out with a man at first. And he fouls this one off. Sinker, 3-2 now.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Here's the 3-2. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Swinging a ground ball to third. Over to first, and that retires the side. The A's add on to their lead with the solo home run. Middle of the night from T-Mobile Park. It's now 3-0 Oakland. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney. So now here is Ken Griffey Jr. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Matty, I'd like to see them change up their offensive approach a little bit right now. Maybe get a little bit more aggressive in the strike zone. I just feel like this pitcher is settling into a rhythm, and they're going to hand it over to the bullpen eventually, and this game's going to be over.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up in this part of the lineup.
Swing and a miss by Griffey, so Junior's a strikeout victim here. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see, he's right up there among the league leaders in that department. So 1 down, no one aboard, and that brings up Todd Helton. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch, and this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. This is hit high and deep out to left. Looking up is Rosario. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Solo shot here to left. Home run number 9 on the year. And the Mariners are on the board. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches. And this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
And now, Gio Urshela.
Number 20.
Check swing here, and they'll appeal down to first, but Darryl Parker's right on it. He went around, so that's strike one. Set to deliver the 0-1.
Ball back outside.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Next for Seattle, Will Benson. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. Through first and hustling for second. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not what he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Tommy Pham is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to put.
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the 3rd out. M's draw a bit closer thanks to the solo home run. 5 innings complete. So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. First pitch on its way. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. So 1 gone for the A's in their half of the 6th, and that'll bring up the big bat of Aaron Judge. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. Benson is there now, and it's 2 pitches, 2 out. Striding in is Eddie Rosario. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First pitch of the AB on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout, score at 2-3, and the inning is over. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. Oakland is on top in this one, 3-1. Now to the plate, number 38. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, let's see if he can work a walk, maybe a knock, ground ball with eyes, something. Catch a gap to get this offense going. 2 hits as a team can start demoralizing your confidence. But if he can get on and start some traffic in motion, he might have something.
And that's out number 1. Back to the top of the Seattle lineup, digging in, Edgar Martinez. He bounced out last time up. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1. And the curveball's in there, so he's quickly behind 0-2.
You could tell this guy's got great feel for all his stuff right now. To break out that nasty hammer right there, this guy's on point.
Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. One out, nobody on. Fly ball right down the line and left. Chasing after it is Rosario. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. So he's just a third of an inning away from putting up another 0 as we take a look at the ball clubs with the lowest team ERAs. And we find that these guys are currently 4th best in that category in the junior circuit. Next to stand in is Ahmed Rosario. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Changeup called strike 1.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Reined in. They'll whip this one first in time, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Mariners, and it remains a 3-1 ball game.
Trust me when I tell you, no exceptions to the rule. Bringing blessings when I move. Special on my essence, I'm a...
Hansel Robles is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 59, Hansel Robles.
New inning set to get underway. And up next, a Berkeley area native, Marcus Semien. Here's the first pitch to him.
Count 1-0.
Now the 1-0. They have him played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Fielded cleanly. Off balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single.
First baseman, number 5.
So frustrating. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
Semien aboard here at first with nobody out. Fouled off.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. He's got to be hit hard. If you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. So now the Mariners get some action in the bullpen as a left-hander's begun to get loose. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
And this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And it's fouled away. Another full count pitch home. They'll try it again from first. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Pham ranges deep into the corner to make the catch for the first down.
Up next for Oakland, the catcher, Ken Donahue.
Next, here is Ken Donahue. First pitch on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
Oh, but it's a wide throw to second, and they can't get the out. And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would certainly be scored a throwing error. And this will go down as an E5 as you can see the exasperation in his face. second and third following the error. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Ronald Acuna. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Back up the middle. Rosario's got it. Throw goes to third. Over to third, but it's thrown away.
Well, we all know that errors happen, but not all errors are equal. That one was especially costly. As 2 runners cross the plate, those are game changers, no doubt about it.
Standing in now, number 19, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 1-0.
2-0.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
One pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2.
This is why you pay the price of admission right here. Power on power. My money's on the pitcher.
Still 2-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Lifetime in this matchup, he's only 2 for 10. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-1. Bounce it to the left side. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 2 base hits, 2 errors in the inning, and 1 man left on. Get up and stretch down here in the Great Northwest. It's the A's 5 and the Mariners 1. In now the Mariners DH, Edgar Martinez, will start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
Edgar Martinez.
First pitch on the way. Hot shot on the ground to short, taken in by Simeon, and that's the first down.
The center fielder, number 24, Ken Griffey Jr.
1 away for Seattle now in inning number 7, and here comes Junior. Here's the first pitch to him. In there for strike 1.
Yeah, that looked like an auto take right there, just trying to measure up this pitcher's stuff.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Rosario is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Tom.
Stepping in at the plate, Todd Helton. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Yeah, Matt, that last AB was a changeup that was way up in the zone, and that ball got smoked. Listen, if you're going to throw that changeup, you have to try to keep that thing at the knees or below. He can still afford to throw waist-high to belt-high changeups.
Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their 3rd hit of the game, but it's a good one.
Gio Urshela stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Here's a breaking ball that falls in there for a strike to even things at 1-1.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
Well, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. 2-out double left stranded. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Jason Shreve has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 55.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8.
Leading off for the Athletics.
Pitch on the way.
Andrew.
Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
On the ground and right at the shifted infielder. He's got it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. And that'll bring up Aaron Judge. Here's the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. He'll get it into second. And that is where the wheels pay off, as he's able to make it into second with a hustle double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his 2nd hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Stepping in now, Eddie Rosario, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Good sinking action there. 1-2.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he can go in right here.
3-2, full count. Now the payoff pitch home.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
And that misses ball 4. So it's 1st and 2nd now with only 1 away.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
Now to bat, Marcus Semien. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch of the AB now, as he'll take a look at ball 1.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Squared that one up just a little late. Bounce it to the left side. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. So stepping in is George Brett. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Obviously a big spot here with the bases loaded, so he'll step out to rethink things. C.J. Cron will get the nod from his skipper to pinch hit, and he'll do so in a big spot. Bases loaded, only 1 away. From the stretch, here's the pitch. As he can't make contact and he's tied up here, it's strike 1. And with every base occupied, a big hit here could really put this one out of reach. Not cheated on that swing, but the splitters by him 0-2.
Not a good at-bat from him so far. He's got the bases loaded out there, but he's been way too aggressive, chasing the first 2 pitches way out of the zone. He should be sitting pretty right now instead of being down 0-2 in the count.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Judge at third, Rosario on second. Semien is over at first with 1 away. On the ground to short. This could be 2. There's 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. Thursday night baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. C.J. Cron will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base.
Now playing first base, number 25.
Bottom of the inning now, and next it'll be the outfielder, Will Benson. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Here it comes.
3 balls.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
Now batting.
First pitch on the way. Tommy Pham is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning. Maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Heading out towards shallow right. Judge is in a few steps as he takes it for the first down. And he will hustle back to first as he thinks better of trying to move up.
Number 38.
Next to dig in, number 38. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Hit down to third base now. This will get foul for strike 2. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th. Hit the other way out toward right field. Judge is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Next to hit, Edgar Martinez. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, man, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Now you see the A's manager up out of the dugout on his way toward the mound, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll leave after a strong 7 2/3 here, as he'll hope the bullpen can get the final 4 outs to secure his victory. At the plate, Ahmed Rosario. He'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2.
Man, the Mariners have been looking for that big hit pretty much all game long. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
1-2, the count to the Mariners shortstop.
Wow, really close pitch on 0-2. That just missed, and if he hits that spot right there again, he might get the call next time.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Mariners leave a couple. They're down 5-1. Alex Claudio enters from the pen to start the 9th inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. So here is Ken Donahue, who came around to score last time after reaching on an error. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. Fouled away. Ready on 0-2. Hit out towards second. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that into memory bank, because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
So next to hit is Ronald Acuna. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Sacrifice attempt here. Only play to the pitcher covering, and the runner moves into second on the play. Next up for the A's, number 19. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set, and the pitch. First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes. Donahue leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Hit hard back up the middle. Scooped up in time to punch, and there are 2 away. Stepping in next, Matt Chapman. He has no prior history against this pitcher. First offering on its way.
Nope. Ball 1.
And that misses for ball 1. Men on third with 2 down. 1-1 home. Hard liner toward short. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
Outside of taking the ball in the seats, Dan, these were my favorite knocks to get. 2 outs, man on third, and you're able to upset that entire team, including that pitcher, with a late 2-out ribby knock.
And so frustrating from a pitcher standpoint, D-Roy. You're in trouble. You're one pitch away from getting out of some trouble. Make one bad pitch, a base hit. The inning continues, and another run batted in.
Comes set, and the 0-1. Lead to a run here for Oakland. All set for the bottom of the ninth. And striding forward, the designated hitter, Edgar Martinez. Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Now the pitch. Now Edgar with a big swing as he lifts this one in the air out to deep left field. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run.
Hey, any home run in late innings certainly feels good, but when you're able to take the closer deep, you definitely send a message to the opposition. That's their shutdown guy out on the bump.
To plate now, Ken Griffey Jr.
Number 24.
To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home run. A solo shot for Junior. And there you go. Number 713 career. One shy of the Bambino. And with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound.
Number 17.
Into the box now, Todd Helton. As he will take strike one on the fastball here, no balls and a strike. Well, this one's been a bit of a head-scratcher, despite their home run production today.
Yeah, man, I mean, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all in the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Row, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball.
And there are the final numbers for the Oakland starter. He was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
Bruce Sutter comes on here looking to get the final 2 outs and earn the save. So now to the plate, Gio Urshela. He swings and sends it in the air out to left center. Rosario is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, right fielder.
So now to the plate, Will Benson. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. And he looks at a slider in there. 1-1.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
Last chance for the Mariners. And another foul ball. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Popped him up. Chapman in foul ground. Oh, he brought it back.
You know, it's always nice to get that first one under your belt when you start a 4-game series on the road. It takes a little bit of the wind out of the sails of the guys in their home dugout and gives you confidence to come back and do it again tomorrow.
And tonight's comes to an end. 6-3 the final. Oakland took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Zach Greinke earns his 8th victory of the season. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Athletics, 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Mariners, 3 runs.
Inside the Show with your host, Justin Allegri.
TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting out west in the American League, the Oakland Athletics racked up 11 hits as a team as they bested the Seattle Mariners 6-3. The Houston Astros got 11 hits overall as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 5-1. The Twins finished off a 3-game sweep as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 6-5. The Rays combined to give up just 5 hits as they took down the visiting Orioles 6-2. The Indians allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they beat the visiting Red Sox 4-3. The Royals earned the 4-game series sweep as they defeated the visiting Tigers 4-2. The Milwaukee Brewers totaled 13 hits as a team as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 6-4. The Metropolitans combined for a 4-hitter as they bested the visiting Nats 6-2. The Phillies totaled 11 hits as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 6-3. The Giants knocked out 12 hits as a team as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 8-5. Braxton Ashcraft earned the win, his 4th this season, as the Reds took care of the Cardinals 3-0. The Rockies knocked out 10 hits as a team as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 6-1. The San Diego Padres grabbed 13 hits in the game as they made it a laugher against the Diamondbacks 11-3. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today. Same place, same time tomorrow. Enjoy the games.
Came alive. At the same time, I played my got mad. Literally, I would live lonely inside. On the physical side, all my miracles died. 2012, guess that plan didn't go well. Out my shell, still I'm living it. Yet it was written from God, it was gifted to give you a story that ain't hard to tell. 2013, far from a preteen, but it seemed that I had to chase my dreams, making anything that the world has not seen or heard. Moving words like verbs, curves. 2014, when I turned 19, saying R.I.P. to my big bone tree and my girl TT. When she down, now I'm back on road, cause I couldn't come round to the funeral. Let a whole year pass. Made an EP and the fans got mad. A lot of issues that a young man had. Just 2 years shy of a high school grad. 2016 when the boy got me. QLT embedded in my G's. Around the same time I met X and Ski. If the clan ain't hit, then we just might be the ones that have it all in our reach. 2017 I had no place to sleep. 2018 Taboo 1 tweet was the best that people ever heard from me. When you get pure pain, I'ma just make heat. 2019 been good and bleak. Cut off the locks, new look, same me. Used to chase my dreams, not a dream chase me. Chase my dream, chase my dream. Chase my dream, chase my dream, chase my dream.
Royalty so skin deep, melanin carried through heat. Papa was a soldier, did a whole life on his shoulder. Both were my pillars, yeah I told ya. Both were a product, about 10 kids, about 10 weeks, about 10 feet. School was about 10 Ks, D's getting faded, hope getting faded. H, no lights flashing, the flicker was a dream. Providing for the children just to hope I saw beam with prosperity. My parents had to take care of me, made sure opinions were heard cause it was scary. Did a kid things, I was looking in the back when I thought I wasn't heard. Decided to take back, take care. Back, take care. That was a dream.
Anything that the world has not seen
was a dream. Yeah.
When I turned 19, chase my dreams.
Take care.
Love can't breathe. Love can't breathe.
No sé cuál me voy, el perro, el Porsche, la C3 o el Rolls Royce. El bote parqueado en San Croix, viviendo la vida como si se va a acabar hoy. Yo, tranquilo en la mía es que estoy. El Richard Zafiro, Dios más los bendiga, mis hijos no nacerá otro como Floyd. Las baby le llegan, los míos al día no le falta nada. Las guaguas son negras, están todas blindadas. Tu ronca allá afuera, aquí tú no eres nada. Porque mi tiempo me vale dinero, no te asustes si te enseño todos los ceros. La vida me bendijo porque me mero, soy mi jefe, so hago lo que yo quiero. Aquí arriba no llegan, tú sabes que aquí es real. Me venga a afrontar, preguntarle al banquero, son 3 melones, semanal, no existe quien me va a parar. Se juntaron todos para quererme frenar. Saludo a la federal y al estatal. Cambié todas las válvulas ya que pueden barbulear. Yo sé que no voy a cambiar. Los que se viraron que le vaya mal. Y si me tiran sabes que voy a pichar. Los palos son legales, las cortas están digital. Los roles, los out de mal. La caja nunca para son y las baby le llegan. Los míos al día no le falta nada. Las guaguas son negras, están todas blindadas. Tu ronca allá afuera, aquí tú no eres nada. Aquí arriba no.
MLB The Show has baseball from the Pacific Northwest and T-Mobile Park in Seattle. Tonight is an in-division matchup from the AL West between the Oakland A's and the Seattle Mariners. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and Danny, as pitching matchups go, it doesn't get much better than what we've got here for this one.
Well, Matt, these are two of the best in the business. Two guys that throw a lot of strikes, and if their game is on, we should have a very low-scoring ball game with these two elite starting pitchers.
Major League Baseball on the show is next. Marco Gonzalez gets the ball for Seattle in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
You know, Matt, his last one wasn't horrible, but this guy did give up 5 runs in his last start. He was tagged with the loss, and he's going to look to be a lot better in this one here today.
Now at the plate is Ronald Acuna. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First pitch of the AB on its way. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball.
First pitch, 7-11.
The 0-1.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
And he stays alive here as he gets a piece of this, and in turn he gets a piece of the catcher behind the plate. The next 0-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
In now, number 19, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. They continue to fall on hard times, losing again last time out, and that makes 7 losses in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, talk about a team that's scuffling right now. I had a chance to talk to the manager before the game. He's not happy. The players aren't happy.
Yeah, and just a malaise has kind of come over this clubhouse. We had a chance, like you said, to walk through it a little bit. The boys are not jumping around. This is a big game today.
1-1.
Hey, that's a good sinker right there. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's got that going, especially early, it's going to be tough to get some runs off him.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Down the left field line and deep. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Just getting started here in Seattle. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Set to deal on 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Another 2-2 offering. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Jansen gathers, makes the throw to first, 2 down. At the plate now is Matt Chapman, trying to avoid becoming the 3rd strikeout victim of the inning here. He's set, here it comes. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone.
You know that nasty changeup's lurking right here. If I'm in the batter's box, I have to...
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So a pitching clinic there as he sets them down in order, all via the punch-out. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on the show. Vida Blue will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
One of the keys to look for with this guy this afternoon, he's had a really difficult time getting people out with runners in scoring position. Over 300 average against coming into this start. He's really struggled when there's been traffic on the bases, and this is something he's going to have to clean up.
And now, Edgar Martinez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Swing and a liner. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swinging there as he's on to kick off the inning. So the next at bat will be Ahmed Rosario. He comes into this one really slumping. The numbers there over the past several games, not very pretty. And Dan Vero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They're coming off another victory last time out, and now they're winners of 8 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, they started yesterday off on the right foot. But they can put together 2 games in a row. A lot of positive vibes start happening. You never know. This could be a jump start to big things.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Judge is going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. With a moment here in Seattle, a look at the Mariners' starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, you better look out for that cleanup spot. He's having a solid year. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting over 300. That's not outstanding or anything, but he's consistent, and that's what I love watching about this guy. His game is so consistent.
Edgar Martinez comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. He'll enter play with an average of 311, 8 home runs, 26 RBI. Simeon's got it. The second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. We head to inning number 2 here at T-Mobile Park with no score. Striding forward now is the DH, Andrew McCutchen. And he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him. Now the first pitch. And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Junior looks up. Gone to lead off the inning. It's a solo shot off the bat of Andrew McCutchen. Number 13 for him on the year. And the A's are on the board first, 1-0.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
Here's big Aaron Judge. Base hit, line drive into the corner. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Not really much the pitcher can do about that one. He put the ball down in the zone where he wanted it, but it was just a solid piece of hitting. Goes down and gets it and pulls it into the corner for extra bases.
Yeah, as you know, Dan, sometimes the hitter just wins. He's entering play in this one, a home run shy of 20 for the season. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike.
Well, his job right there at the plate is to move that runner over to third by getting the ball to the right side. On the mound, though, they're working him away, so he doesn't have a good pitch to do that.
And he is in there. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Into the box, Marcus Simeon. Now there goes and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. One run is scored. Here's a second runner around third. He scores as it's now a 3-0 ball game.
Man, they already hit one home run, and I thought they had a second one right there. Not quite enough behind it, though, as it banged off the wall for a double. He's giving up a fair amount of solid contact right now.
Standing in now, George Brett. Fouled off. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 8 home runs and 16 RBIs. Brett is really a rare talent in this sport, a true 5-tool player, as they say, which means he can make an impact in a game at any time. Really a joy to watch, not someone you want to take your eye off of.
Yeah, this guy's worth the price of a ticket. Just to watch his tool set, but not only that, the way he grinds at the plate, the way he battles defensively, this guy is one of the true superstars in the game.
Ready. Here's the first pitch. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one.
For most people, being down 0-1 would seem like a lot, but this guy is such a good hitter. He doesn't care going deep in the count. He's got runners on base. He has a game plan every time he comes to the plate. Let's see how this one plays out.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard to the right side. This will wind up foul. Still 0-2. 3 runs already home here. Another one sent foul. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. Here's another 0-2. And this one's in the dirt. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. From the belt, the pitch. Still 1-2. Outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Wow, this is an unbelievable at bat. I mean, talk about a battle. This is it. Love it.
And here's a pitch swung on and grounded toward Rosario at short. On to first, and there were 2 down. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the always dangerous Ronald Acuna Jr. Here's the first pitch. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside, 1-0.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Junior rages back, and another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game. And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score.
There's a deep fly ball. Doesn't quite get out of the ballpark, but it hits in the right spot as it bounces off that hard warning track and over the wall for a ground rule double. Not sure if he had triple on his mind, but I doubt he'll complain too much about getting to coast into second base.
At the plate, number 19. Pham is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The A's lead it 4-0. So striding forward for his first opportunity, Ken Griffey Jr. And he's a guy that's really scuffling at the plate right now.
They've gotten a gut punch to start this game. There's no doubt about this, but that's when you have to turn the scoreboards off. Everybody do their job one at bat at a time.
And it's quickly 0-2. Now here's the pitch. First 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for route number 1.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And, guys, one thing I want you to be mindful of in this one. We were here early, pregame, watching these guys take extra reps, ground balls, throwing the ball across the diamond, fly ball, shagging. This team has the highest fielding percentage in the American League, and the amount of work that goes in to playing stellar defense, and I think that's what makes this team really good.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch-out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Now the first pitch. Joe Dietrich stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. In there, and he's in control 0-2 now.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. He's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
The 0-2 once more. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Chasing after it is Rosario, and he's able to get there on the long run, and he covered a lot of ground there as the side is retired. The Mariners are down in order. They're on the short end of a 4-0. Top of the third set to get underway. Standing in is the veteran third baseman, Matt Chapman. First pitch of the AB on its way. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Griffey waits on it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now back.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now, and he blasted a homer in his first at-bat.
Hey, and in that last at-bat, he took this one to straightaway center field, the deepest part of the ballpark, so this guy can hit a breaking ball a long way.
And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 2-1.
Inside, ball 2.
Now the 2-1. He's in there for strike number 2.
2-2,
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Three balls and 2 strikes, a full count to the A's DH.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. Lined is short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away. Base is empty, 2 away, and that'll bring up the former American League Rookie of the Year, Big Aaron Judge. First pitch on the way. Hit hard on the ground towards second. He's right there. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the A's. They lead it 4-0.
Back now for the Mariners' third turn at bat, and unfortunately for them and their fans, this lineup hasn't really found its stride this season. At the start of the day, they find themselves as one of the worst teams in the league in hitting the long ball and scoring runs. I talked to one player before the game that told me he thinks things have sort of snowballed on them this year. They didn't get off to a good start, and since then, most everyone has simply been searching for answers and trying to do too much. He admitted it's been a frustrating year, but they have to keep pushing forward and looking for better ways to generate offense. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Heidi. Tommy Pham is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike one. Fastball called for strike two. Fastball got him looking as that had two-seam action on it, one gone. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, man. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason.
Oh, just a sec. What a play. Hats off to that one. So an excellent play at second base for a team that's done well defensively all year. As we take a look at the league leaderboard in terms of team fielding percentage. And in fact, that number is not only the highest in all the American League, but is actually the highest in all of baseball. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Will Benson trying to get it going at the plate. It's been tough sledding for him so far this year. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
Back up the middle. Diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
I mean, that had to feel amazing right there. I know it's only a single, but when you're walking to the plate and you're not even hitting your weight, to see that batting average go up, had to put a smile on his face.
Edgar Martinez is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. He's running. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Trying to move into scoring position with 2 away, but not to be as we get another look. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report. All set for the start of the inning. Standing in is the veteran outfielder, Eddie Rosario. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Rosario, a 6'1" left-handed hitter, but throws right-handed. He's an 11-year vet at the major league level, so he certainly put together a nice career in professional baseball.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pension.
The bat.
1 out, bases empty. And up next, a Berkeley area native, Marcus Semien. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. And the underhanded throw gets him for the out. Ready now is George Brett, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a miss on the sinker, 0-1.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings as a response.
Four runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. A's are gone in order, but they're in front 4-0. Leading off the inning, it'll be Edgar Martinez, and they could use a spark from him here.
Third baseman, Edgar.
First pitch fastball swung out and missed 0-1.
If this offense is going to be this aggressive, I'm going to expect this pitcher and catcher combo to expand the zone.
And he falls behind 0-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Ahmed Rosario will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Now here's the ball hit sharply toward the right side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hit.
Edgar Martinez is at the plate as he takes a called strike one. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike two.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Ken Griffey Jr. is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 0-1 pitch.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Got him swinging, and that's the 3rd out. Mariners lead 1. They trail here 4-0. Next will be the speedy catcher, Ken Donahue. Here's the first pitch to him. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. That evens it up 1-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Good sinking action there. 1-2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Throw down to first, 1 away.
Now batting, the center fielder.
And now in the box, Ronald Acuna. He doubled his last time up. From the stretch. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. They'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Trying to send him packing for the second time.
I got the count. 2-2.
Cutter, and he doesn't make it back. 3-2.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and the next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Full count, here it comes. Ground ball, left side. On the first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out. No surprise based on how close that play was. They're looking at the replay to see if they want to challenge the out call.
Well, here's another look at it. It certainly was bang, bang. Wow, tough for me to tell on that look. Definitely a tough call for the umpire there.
Now the indication from the dugout, and they will use a challenge here. So we'll see what the replay operations center in Manhattan has to say about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Athletics are challenging the
All right, one
play.
last look at it here. The question is there enough evidence to change the call to safe? I think he did beat the throw,
The decision appears to have been made, and the runner is safe, so the call is overturned. Good challenge there, and they'll maintain the right to do so again later in the game if needed.
Upon video review, the call of out at first base has been overturned, and the batter will sit.
Stepping in now, number 19. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. Acuna leads off first with one away. And it's fouled away.
This is a tough guy to turn two on. It's got to be hit hard. If you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
The 1-1. Fouled away. Here comes the 1-2. Runner goes for second. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. From the stretch. Hit down the line at first. This is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Runners on first with one down. Runner going a second time. Here's a swing and a ground ball, and that's through for his first base hit in this one. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Boy, is that a thing of beauty right there. Hit and run to perfection, Dero. Runners at first and third.
Yeah, it's exactly what you're trying to do. You don't see it in today's game too much. There's a lot of moving parts, a lot of walks, homers, and strikeouts. But right there, manager sets it in motion, and the hitter just executes to perfection.
Ian McKinney takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are two on with only one away. First pitch of the AB now, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. Runners are at first and third, one away. Runners off for second. Pitch outside. The throw is not going to get him as he swipes second. When a stolen base is that close, it's interesting to check it out on show track. And as the numbers come in, you'll want to focus on the top speed. Really good, and it paid off there. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
Here it comes, the 3-0. And he misses ball four. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hit.
And now the first pitch. Curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. Well, now the Mariners get some action in the bullpen as a left-hander's begun to get loose. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
He's good.
Well, if anybody was wondering why they're losing, there's the reason. When you're given a chance to make a big play, you've got to make it, or you're going to be on the wrong end of games more often than not.
That'll bring up Aaron Judge. And he puts it on the ground to second. To second for one. Relay to first in time. And just like that, the side is retired. Two hits lead to a run here for Oakland. Last half of the fifth coming up. The A's lead this one 5-0. Welcome back to T-Mobile Park in Seattle as we send it down to Heidi Watney. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
You could tell he was guessing right there, and he certainly wasn't guessing changeup. That pitch was in his wheelhouse, and he was late.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. This is line to left, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the base hit puts the first man aboard to start the inning for the Mariners.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, Nero. To be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Well, he was definitely not looking off speed on that pitch. I'll tell you, he had to be sitting on a fastball on that one because it's coming in hot, and he still manages to get out front of that and yank it for 2 bases.
Tommy Pham is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Hit sharply, but foul down the right side.
The offensive approach here is simple. You know the pitcher's going for the K, so set your sights middle of the plate. And then don't worry about the infielders. They're so close, hard contact is a guaranteed ribby.
Brett is over, and he puts it away for the first out. So it's second and third with 1 gone now. And that'll bring in Danny Jansen. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ball, that's out.
Jansen playing here in his age 29 season. He was a 16th round selection back in the draft of 2013.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
And he fouls this one off. Another 1-2 delivery. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. The next 1-2 pitch.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Danny Jansen becomes out number 2 this inning. Will Benson is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Sixth about to get started, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Eddie Rosario. And now the first pitch. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo! Up and in.
0-1, here's the pitch.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. He'll try again. 1-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Pham is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out. So a good job to get the out there, but with 5 runs already surrendered, that's not going to do any favors to the team ERA so far this season. And as you see, they're 2 away from the bottom spot in that category. 13th best, if you will, in the AL. Digging in will be Marcus Semien. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Now Now a swing and a ground ball. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. Another multi-hit game for him here tonight. No surprise there as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you can see, he currently ranks 2nd in the AL in that department. Into the box now, George Brett, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. No hits to this point. The 0-1 on its way.
1-1.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
The 1-1 pitch. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. And indeed, he won't try to force it at second. He'll just flip on to first for the sure out. Next up, Ken Donahue struck out in his last trip to the plate. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Short, hit hard. Rosario's got it cleanly. For the first with time to spare, and the side is retired. The A's strand 1, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Edgar Martinez.
The third baseman, Edgar.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Hey, the guy on the mound is absolutely pounding the zone, and that's why he's been able to stay and pitch deep into this game.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Rosario has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. So with one away, a couple of teams out of the AL West doing battle in this one. So let's check out where they sit in the standings entering play here today. So now into the box is Ahmed Rosario. A fly out and a single for him so far. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call.
You got to love guys auto taking you 0-0 if you're on the mound. You could steal that first strike, and now you go to work, just picking apart the corners.
1-2, the count to the Mariners shortstop.
I mean, this offense has struggled because they haven't been able to make the adjustment. He stayed staunch on the outer half, and these guys have not worked the ball the other way.
And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
2 gone now in the Mariners 6th. And up to bat next, one of the most prolific DHs to ever play, Edgar Martinez. High in the air out to center field. Acuna will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. They can't chip into that. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ronald Acuna grounded out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Well outside with the curveball for a ball. And down in the Mariner bullpen, it looks like a right-hander's up to throw. It's 2-1 to the A's leadoff batter. All even now, 2-2. Now the pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. Rosario brings it in. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Now into the box, number 19, singled in his last at-bat. He's set, and the pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the third baseman, Matt Chapman.
And that'll bring in Matt Chapman. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch of the AB on its way. yanked hard down the left field line. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch to retire the side. Fine sliding catch here will take us to break. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Last half of the seventh here, and here comes Junior. Infield in the overshift here now, the pitch.
Yeah. Griffey Junior.
The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Judge looks up. Move over Babe Ruth. That is home run number 714 as he continues his ascent into baseball immortality. Stepping in at the plate, Todd Hilton. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
What a performance so far. Throwing first pitch strikes to 90% of the batters. It's hard to get any better than that.
Behind 0-2 now. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Acuña's there for it. One away.
The batter number 14. Second baseman, Joe Dietrich.
And stepping in, Joe Dietrich. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. And he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Seared down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we can say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Brett is over now, and he's got it for round number 2.
Now back, number 9.
Into the box, Danny Jansen. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Nope, that's down.
Lays off 1-0.
Hey, this pitcher's going to have to step off the mound right here and refocus. Take a deep breath, something. Can't keep falling behind and creating traffic. It puts everybody on edge, not only himself, his defense, and especially his manager.
Here comes the 1-2. Struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 1 for the Mariners in the inning, and it comes on the Luther Duke out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP Andrew McCutchen. Now that's popped up. Helton is under it. 1 out.
Now back.
So next to bat will be Aaron Judge. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least. So you know he wants to make up for it right here.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Grounded back up the middle. He'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. Striding in for Oakland, Eddie Rosario flew out last time up. Here's the pitch. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. What an effort on the running play to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the 8th. They're up 5-1. Now to the plate, here is Will Benson. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Pat. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
No balls and 1 strike. He comes up empty that time as he's underneath it, 0-2.
Even though we're late into this ball game, this guy's velo is still top-notch. This guy's a horse.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering him pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
That pitch tells me this guy's feeling frisky right now. He's on. He's got everything working.
Behind 0-2 now. High in the air down the right field line. Judge is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 1.
And that would bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it.
Well, the play's been made, and with it comes the end of the inning. Mariners are down in order. They're down here 5-1. All set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll bring forth the power-speed combination. Marcus Semien. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The first baseman.
Next, it'll be George Brett, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That could be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Back up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And fair pitch right there. You can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
And there's out number 2. So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Ronald Acuna. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. Brett at second with 2 down. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Line drive to center field. Griffey Jr. gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Oakland. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and digging in is the veteran DH, Edgar Martinez. No balls and a strike to count.
Martinez.
Wind up, and the 0-1. Fouled off.
Hey, he's been on point from the start of this game. Just pounding the zone with a high 90s fastball. It almost looks like he's gotten stronger as the game's gone on.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
This will get through into right. He's aboard with a single. Stepping up is Todd Helton. He flew out in his last debut. Breaking ball called just a bit low. And with 1 out in the 9th, he's just now coming up on his 100th pitch of the ballgame. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
Boy, when this guy gets in the groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game. If they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do some major damage.
time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Now the Oakland skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So a strong performance here as he worked his way into the ninth, but he'll let the bullpen try and close with the final 2 outs. In now, Joe Dietrich. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Eckersley typically throws a lot of strikes coming in out of the bullpen, resulting in low walk totals, although he has been snake-bitten by the home run ball at times in the past.
One of the keys for this guy, Matt, is not being afraid to attack the strike zone. With that said, he is prone to giving up the home runs. I think one of the cause of that, Matty V, he leaves a lot of pitches up in the strike zone. He needs to be down in the zone when he's effective.
That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another perfect single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid.
Into the box, Tommy Pham. And it's grounded just foul down the line. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1 delivery. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Popped him up. Donahue shading to his right. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Next is Danny Jansen. He needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. 0-1 the count. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
Dietrich, the runner at first with 2 gone. Last chance for the Mariners. A ball and 2 strikes to the Mariners catcher. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in.
Yeah, these guys don't care where they play. They've now taken the first 2 of a 4-game road set, and they're guaranteed at least a split. Now we'll see if they can take the series tomorrow.
And this evening's contest comes to a close, 5-3 the final. Oakland rack up a division-leading 40th victory of the season. Find a Blue earns win number 7 on the season, turning in 8 1/3 of quality work. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Athletics. 5 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Mariners, 3 runs on 10 hits. 1 error. They left 7 men on base.
Inside the Show. And now your host, Justin Allegri.
Welcome to your Saturday edition of Inside the Show. I'm Justin Allegri. Starting in the AL West, Vida Blue grabbed the victory with his 10 Ks as Oakland took down the Mariners 5-3. He is among the AL leaders in wins. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim combined for 10 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Giants 7-4. It was their 5th straight victory. Willie Calhoun launched 2 home runs and added 5 RBIs. Out only 5 hits in the game as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 1-0. Dispose of the Twins 3-2. The Red Sox